Hey guys, welcome to another reading. This is going to be an all signs reading for the full moon in Aquarius that is coming up on August 1st. These are going to be short, kind of quick messages. So you guys can check out your sun, your moon, your rising sign. And yeah, kind of take what resonates. Obviously leave the rest. They are general. I will put the timestamps down below as well. I'm also going to be having on August pick a card coming out this weekend, and then as well the sign readings will be coming out for the month as well, kind of throughout the week. So with that being said, let's kind of dive on into it. We are going to start with Aries. So let's see what's going on for you, Aries, for the full moon in Aquarius. We have full moon in Leo, go wild. And we have the Magician. Okay, so Aries, I feel like your message for the full moon here is really about stepping into your power and not holding back. So I feel like some of you might have some sort of idea or some sort of direction that you're trying to go in your life here, or something you're trying to create in your life. And I feel like it's asking you to like boldly step into this. With the two full moon energies, like obviously this is a full moon in Aquarius reading, but the full moon card you actually pulled as well. Some of you could be finishing some cycle up here, which is allowing you to start fresh, right? The Magician comes after the Fool card in the major arcana, so it's right in the beginning of the journey. So I almost feel like some of you could be closing up some aspect here in your life, possibly creatively, but like you're stepping into a new creative path. So I feel like this is like freeing up space almost in a way for you to really start creating something new in your reality here. Something that would be joyful, fun, exciting, right? Something that you would find exciting. And I feel like some of you could be communicating it as well somehow, or sharing it with people in some way, shape, or form. So that is what I have for you, Aries. We are going to move on to Taurus. What do you guys need to know? We have first quarter moon in Leo, be humble. And we have the sun, more Leo energy. I had Leo full moon energy with Aries there, so some of you might have Aries in your chart, or Leo. Okay, so some of you are... It's interesting because the full moon is in the opposite sign of Leo as in Aquarius. So, but we are in Leo season. So there could be something that you are wanting to really express or shine brightly. I almost feel like it's just almost asking you not to tame that excitement, but it's like if there's any sort of pride or ego, then maybe just kind of holding that back a little bit, being humble about your approach to whatever it is that you're working through. I do feel like you're very happy though, and you're very excited. I just almost feel like maybe, I don't know if you're sharing too much of it, or the Aquarian energy could be asking you to like think more about other people versus like just the self, right? With the Leo energy. So there's kind of this like, you're really excited about something in your life or something that has related to you, but I feel like it's also asking you to pay attention to the other people around you. Maybe also too, like maybe they're going through stuff and so they're not really in a space to be able to hear your exciting good news or the good things happening in your life. So there could be this sense of just being aware of your surroundings is kind of what I'm getting. It's an interesting message. But some of you definitely could be, I feel like there's something specific though you're very excited about. With the sun, like there's something you're really happy and you're in a really good energy. So maybe it's just the people around you might not be in the best energy. And I feel like it's just being with the be humble. It's just saying like, be aware of that is kind of what I feel. You could also be very much in the beginning stages of something. So if you're getting very confident in something, but you might have a lot to learn still, just being aware of that as well. So that is what I have for you, Taurus. Hopefully that resonates. Let's see, Gemini, we're going to move on to you. We have last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. And we have the Six of Swords. Okay, so some of you could be processing something around this time of the Aquarius full moon when it comes to your feelings. I feel like you could be kind of like worked up about something. There could be a little bit of conflict that you're going to be leaving behind with this full moon. Like you if something's been coming up for you over this weekend into the full moon time, there might be this sense of things, once the full moon has kind of like completed and happened, it's like you're going to kind of come out of this energy of maybe feeling a little bit caught up emotionally or just like energetically in something. So I see with the Six of Swords, like you moving into a calmer space, things that are out of the Five of Swords, right? Like you're moving out of the Five of Swords energy. So there's something you're processing. This could also be, if it doesn't have to deal with other people necessarily that you're in conflict with, this could also be your own mental state, like working through and processing something mentally that you're kind of struggling with, and with the Six of Swords, you kind of starting to come out of that, things starting to feel a little bit lighter, a little bit more easy, and maybe even a solution that kind of helps guide you in a certain direction here. So I do feel like if you're going through any sort of challenging frustration, I almost feel like you're going to be coming out of that with this full moon. Like you just might find your energy feels a lot lighter, you feel a lot less stressed, or just less caught up in your mind after this full moon is kind of completed here. But it is asking you to process something, so definitely take the time to process it if there's something specific coming up here for you. All right, Cancer. Let's see what's going on for you. I want this bottom one. Okay, you have the new moon in Aquarius. Open up to change. Ooh, we have Two of Cups. Okay, interesting. So, and this is actually Venus in Cancer, this Two of Cups energy. So some of you could have change in relationships here. I almost feel like for some of you Cancers, there could be a change in your relationships, but there also could be this sense of a dynamic changing within a relationship. So one that's already existing, there could be I almost am getting like a rigidity. So for some of you, there could be this sense of feeling rigid or more kind of stuck in a relationship of some sort, or just being kind of stubborn. And it's asking you to, I almost feel like there's a sense of compromise between you and another person, like being open to changes or being open to doing things differently, so that the two of you can kind of come together in a harmonious way. Others of you could be switching relationships or getting into new relationships around this time. But I do feel like there's something that wants to shift and change when it comes to your partnerships, and it's asking you to be open to maybe something different, especially with that Aquarius energy. So that's what I got for you guys. We are going to move on to Leo. Leo. Sorry for my dogs barking. So we have new moon in Virgo, trust all will be well, and we also have this Eight of Pentacles, which is funny because it's a Virgo energy as well. So some of you might have Virgo in your chart. I almost feel like this is asking you, Leo, like if there's something you're putting effort and energy into, like day in and day out, it could be something you're studying or something you're just dedicating a lot of your energy to, putting a lot of work into, just trusting that it's going to turn out the way that you hope or the way that you intend. Because I almost feel like, again, you're putting a lot of effort and energy into something, but you just have to trust that things are panning out the way that they're meant to. Some of you could be just trying to clean things up in your life, or just trying to even perfect something in your life. And I feel like it's just asking you to not be so stressed or not be so worried about where things are going or how they're going to show up, and not having to, like some of you might have a Virgo placement in your chart that really likes perfection in a way. And so there could be a lot of attention to detail that you're putting in, and it's like just trusting that you're doing the right things and you're taking the right steps, and that even if it doesn't show up exactly the way that you're wanting it to, it's going to show up the way that it should, if that makes sense. But I see you being very maybe even busy around this full moon. Also, happy birthday. But it is in your opposite sign, so it might be kind of tedious. Like you might feel kind of a little unsettled around this time potentially. So yeah, I feel like there's just a level of trust and surrender to the process a little bit, and just letting things kind of like pan out the way that they're meant to. if that makes sense. But I feel like some of you, this is like having to do with like your work or something, or again, something you're putting effort and energy into. Let's move on here to Virgo. We have new moon in Aries, go for it. And we have the Page of Wands. So yeah, I feel like you could be stepping into something here, Virgo. I almost feel like the energy is clearing for you to be able to like go into something. There could be some communication or news or a message or an invitation even around something that excites you. And I feel like it's asking you to go out and have fun and be excited about these new things or this new thing. It could be something different with it being Aquarius energy, but I feel like you're meant to step into it in the sense of it's like a door is opening, and it might be different or not maybe what you're used to, but I do feel like the Aries energy here in this card is kind of saying like, don't be afraid to go after it or to initiate or step into something here, because you might be kind of like, I don't know, like it's like allow yourself to be kind of courageous a little bit. Or again, if you feel excited, it's like follow that passion, follow that excitement that you have for whatever this is that's showing up here for you. It could be something creative. It could, I feel like though it's just something new. Like it could be even traveling for some of you, because I'm seeing like the mountains here standing out to me in this sense where it's like you could be traveling or going on an adventure kind of thing. So I feel like it's like if you get invited to something, then definitely say yes to it if it's something that excites you. So hopefully that makes sense. We are going to move on to Libra. So let's see, Libra. Oh, we have the full moon in Libra, so your energy, find balance or find a balance. And we have the 5 of Cups. Okay, so emotionally there could be something coming up here for you that's maybe a bit challenging. It's interesting because like Aquarius is a fellow air sign, so this could definitely be affecting you a little bit more than maybe some other signs, but I almost feel like there's something emotionally that you're kind of like processing that I do feel like you're going to be closing up. And you're going to maybe feel, I feel like for some of you around this full moon, you might feel a little bit like unsettled, or you might have some emotions pop back up for you, or you might even be feeling a little bit, I almost feel like you might be kind of just feeling like emotionally like not yourself. Like you might be like, why am I so emotional about this? Like, why am I so upset about this? Like, it might be very small things with it being the 5 of Cups, but it is kind of disrupting your energy and you might feel kind of off. And I feel like it's just asking you to find some balance during this time, and it could just be the full moon that's kind of influencing you. And so take time as you need during this full moon time, over the weekend, that sort of thing, to find that balance in order to just like regain your emotions or just regain that sense of equilibrium within yourself. So yeah, I just feel like emotionally there could be something that's upsetting you around this time, but it's all going to balance out for you. I just think you might just feel really kind of off or just very emotional at this time. And there could be something specific that like disappoints you, but I feel like there's a solution here at the full moon in Libra that you'll find. So I don't feel like it's anything that's going to be, that you're going to need to worry about, or that's going to be long lasting, if that makes sense. So that is what I have for you, Libra. We are going to move on to Scorpio. We have last quarter moon in Sag, practice gratitude. This one wants to come out, and we have 3 of Wands. Okay. I feel like some of you are waiting for something to show up here, Scorpio. Like you could be waiting to receive something, whether that's something like physical or it's like a manifestation of some sort. Sorry, my foot is uncomfortable here. I'm sitting on the ground. So you could be waiting to receive something. I feel like in the meantime, you're meant to be grateful. You're meant to be, how do I want to say this? The universe is asking you to be grateful for the things that you already have. And not that you're not. I think it's just almost saying like while you're waiting, or if you're expecting something to show up or you're wanting to manifest things, it's like being grateful for your current state of where you are, rather than continuing to just always want more. Again, I don't think it's saying like you can't have more or you're not supposed to have more. It's just kind of saying like in it's like raising your vibration, practicing gratitude, raising your vibration so that this thing can come in towards you, whether that's a relationship, more money, you know, experiences, friendships, maybe you're looking to move, maybe it's a new job, like whatever it is, it's like kind of just being more in the moment, rather than, yeah, just like always striving or looking for the thing to bring you more. So I think it's just kind of asking you this around this time, like you might be kind of frustrated or irritated, like you just want things to go, you just want things to show up, you just want things to be here. And I just think like while you're waiting, again, it's like practice the gratitude, raise your vibration so that you can bring these positive things towards you that you're looking for. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Let's move on to Sagittarius. We have last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. Interesting. Scorpio just had a Sag card and now you have a Scorpio card. And then we also have the Lovers. Reveal what needs to be seen. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting two different things. Some of you may have a choice to make around this time and you need to express that. Like it needs to, you've been maybe kind of going through it internally or like processing things internally, and you might need to like fully express something outwardly to somebody. Others of you, this is like a relationship. Someone could be revealing emotions, either you to them or them to you. Or you could be, if some of you have been in a relationship or you've been seeing someone, you could also be like sharing that with the world in some way. Maybe you're meeting someone's family. Maybe you're just like openly dating someone now, like in the sense of like people are knowing about it. But I almost feel like there's something that needs to come to the surface here that has to do with either a relationship or a choice that you're making around, something that you feel really aligned with. You feel very connected to it. And I feel like it's a very positive thing. But I almost feel like you've been keeping it quiet or you've been keeping it under wraps or kind of keeping it to yourself or in the depths, in the shadows. And now it's about like kind of bringing it to the light. And we are in Leo season, so it kind of makes sense. But I do feel like this full moon, you might be like revealing or showing something here. That you've been maybe kind of keeping a secret or keeping to yourself a little bit. This could even be a choice that you've already made and now you're just like, again, you're expressing or you're telling people, like maybe you got a new job and you could be telling people that like, hey, I got a new job, I'm going to be leaving this one, right? So it could be something around that, or again, it's like a relationship and someone expressing emotions or expressing their status or that sort of thing. So take that how it resonates, but I do feel like you're going to be revealing something around this time. We're going to move on here to Capricorn. We have full moon in Sagittarius, see the bigger picture. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so Capricorn. If you're analyzing something or contemplating whether you should continue to invest into something or if this is the right thing to invest into, I almost feel like you're being asked to like take a look at the bigger picture. Some of you as well, if it's like with regards to investments, again, it's taking a look at the bigger picture, or your finances, looking to grow your finances, looking at the bigger picture. Like there's something where I almost feel like you're looking too much at the details and you almost have to take a step back and look at how it's affecting all aspects of your life, or even if it's like relationship or like where you're putting your time and your energy, it's like, how is this going to pay off down the line? Or how is this paying off in a grand scheme of things? Right? So maybe some of you, there's also too, you could be like looking at reorganizing things. This also could be looking at reorganizing things around your finances, or again, like looking at the bigger picture of your finances and figuring out like, okay, where do I need to put more time and energy if I want to see things grow or progress in a positive way, right? So I feel like there's kind of this analytical energy here around this full moon for you, that you're, just like trying to almost like solve something, but trying to figure out where to put your energy. And I feel like the only way to do that is to take a step back, look at the big goal, the big picture of things, and then kind of like hone in your energy on something more specific within that. Like find the big goal and then break it down into smaller goals kind of thing. And this could even be like relationships. Is this the person I want to invest my time and energy into? Where do I see this going? Like you could be analyzing things like that. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is more financial. And if we base it off the chart, like a Capricorn rising, the Aquarius full moon will be in your second house of resources, finances, that sort of thing. So it would kind of make sense that it's more financial. But I do feel like you're kind of like putting steps into place here, or looking at how to improve something. Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you guys. It is your full moon, so we have first quarter moon in Scorpio. Release your blocks. And we have justice. Okay. Libra energy. So some of you could put Libra or Scorpio in your chart. So definitely I feel like there's things that you're releasing, looking to let go of here, Aquarius. I mean, again, it's your full moon, so full moons are all about releasing things as well. I feel like there's could be something that's blocking you, or that's like disrupting your energy, or like disrupting your balance kind of thing. And I feel like you could be releasing that. Like some of you could be making a very conscious choice of like, I'm going to let this go because it's the right thing to do. Right? And this could be a contract that you're releasing. It could be a partnership that you're releasing, or it could just be something that you've, I don't want to say attached yourself to. It could be with the Scorpio energy, but something that's been in your way that you've maybe repetitively done, or it's something that you've always kind of done. But I feel like you are going to use this full moon, or you're just going to be processing like, what's the right thing to do here, and what's the right choice for me to make, for me to be able to move forward. It feels like it could be very personal, like in your own life. Like this could be like, I don't know, your eating habits, or like what's blocking you from working out, or what's blocking you from like starting that business, or you know what I mean? Like what's blocking you in your relationships and in love. Like there's something about the way that I think you've done things that you're going to be changing in order to shift your trajectory in like life and stuff. So it feels like a big decision, but it also feels like in a weird way kind of final. So like I do feel like you're really changing something about the way that you've done things, or you're going to be doing things. But there has been a big block for you when it comes to this. But I also feel like there's been a big lesson that you've learned through all of this as well. So yeah, this feels good. It feels like empowering in a way. All right, we're going to move on to, last but not least, Pisces. Let's see, Pisces. We have new moon in Leo, shine. We're actually going to have the new moon in Leo, so there could be something within these 2 weeks here for you, Pisces. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys around this time, Pisces, are going to be investing a lot of time and energy into yourself with the Queen of Pentacles and the new moon in Leo, with that shine energy, like really putting time and energy into yourself. Some of you could be really working on like a lot of self-care or nurturing, like just really looking after your own energy to make sure that you're the best for other people, and just that you can really shine your radiance here. Some of you could have Leo or Earth energy in your chart. And I just feel like there could be a new beginning. Like this could be like a new routine you're starting, or new, it's going to be in like with relation to your finances with the Pentacle energy. So this could be you really starting to glow up financially. This could be like, you could be making more money, or you could be starting something new that makes more money, or just a different source of an income, but you're feeling very solid and stable within it. And I feel like you feel very uplifted. You feel very positive and very excited. With this kind of like new beginning. Like again, some of you could be like launching this, or this is like what's kind of shifting for you these next 2 weeks from like the full moon into the new moon energy. I just feel like you're feeling very confident, you're feeling very secure, and you're feeling very stable, but also very like your resources feel stable, or you're confident or excited about at least where they're going, if anything. So it's like you've got things under control, but you're also feeling really good, like energetically. You might find you have a lot of energy around this time, But I do see you guys like working on either yourself or something specific that you're putting a lot of time and energy that you're really nurturing here. And I see it really paying off for you in a positive way. But you're really invested into it, and that's why. And you have this positive, radiant energy about it. Again, whether it's yourself or if it's something you're working on specifically. So it looks good. But that is what I have for you guys for the all signs reading. So hopefully those resonated. If not, you can check out different readings. Again, I'll have the August readings coming out for each sign, as well as the pick a card for the month. So yeah, you can check those out when they come out. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.